just want to quickly get your thoughts on the game, please.
Disappointing result. Again, we started well, played very well. A lot of good moments, in control of the game, to be honest. I didn't feel particularly threatened by Salt Lake, but always, with respect, understanding that at any time they could come forward and, create some problems for us, which they did. But I felt like the team was very capable throughout the match. Last goal hurt. Still talking about moments, still talking about actions, still talking about, this idea of playing every minute, a minute at a time. When you're able to play like that and play like that at a high level, it usually, pay your dividends there. When you don't, you can get punished. So we got punished tonight. So again, feel for the group and the players and the result. But saw some good things. But we've been doing this a little bit for a while, all of us here in this room, and you guys have been asking me and asking the players, asking the team for that result. We didn't get it tonight, so obviously we don't feel good.
A little bit unfortunate, a couple of good opportunities to go big and late on. Is this the kind of game that you maybe, assess the game without the goals, so to speak?
If we assess the game without the goals, then a lot of coaches and players would probably be happy. But the results are what they are. So, I don't think anybody's going to look back at this game and review this game and watch this game. They're just going to look at the result in a year's time or 2 years' time. So it's the balance of those both things, Dan. We can just, hopefully try to marry playing in real time and progressing and improving our quality. Again, like I said, I watched a lot of the game right there, and I was like, I felt very comfortable in the majority of the moments, still understanding that, Real Salt Lake had something to give and they were going to do something in the second half, and everybody's got changes to make. Coaches are going to adjust, and I don't know that, the formation affected us or the coaching, decisions affected us. I don't think the team was outplayed. I don't know that we were outcoached. We missed a moment that was critical, and that really hurts for all of us. That's what happened. Yeah, John. Yeah. So.
But I did want to ask, just to kind of clarify, was there a time where you felt like things did start to shift? Because first half, dominant, I think 15-3 on shots, 5-1 on shots on goal. Then probably start to go to those changes. But was there a time where you felt, you mentioned, hey, I feel uncomfortable. Was there a time where you started to feel uncomfortable?
Just understand, when coaches say comfortable, we're never comfortable. There's not a coach that sits there and says, like, this is easy. We're all sitting there feeling like, what's about to happen. So what I would say is probably like in the 65th minute, and we were starting to prepare, and we were starting to prepare for changes, and we're starting to prepare for changes in our lines. We said and we mentioned to ourselves, is this the right time? What are they doing? They did a lot of one-to-one changes, to be honest. So we said, okay, we can manage that. So I didn't see that we were being over-encumbered. Is that the right word, Gina?
Overpowered,
overwhelmed, whatever, over. So I think we were in a situation where we still felt very much, we were managing things. I think that last goal was a bit of a skirmish, if you throw it out there, man. To be honest, it was a skirmish, and it's like still a moment that you have to manage. You have to take care of that. So sometimes that's the irony of it. It's like you're taking care of a lot of things that are in flow. There's a lot of things that they're doing, that we're doing, and it's in control. And then you throw in an X factor, and then you go, And again, I ask our team to do that as well. Let's be that X factor. Let's change that moment. If you look at some of our games, we've done that stuff very early in the games where we've been like inches close. If teams are doing that to us, or in their profile in the playoffs, etc., they're doing that late. It makes sense, these are things that we see, that we watch in football. So again, credit to them, and we have to be prepared. So maybe it was a concentration moment. Maybe it was something that we could have taken care of and managed a little bit better. I don't think that like we were getting beaten necessarily. We lost that goal, but I didn't see that we were getting beaten.
Like we said, long stretches where you guys were in control, I believe, for the majority of the game. Some good individual performances as well. Guys, that are well known here, some homegrown guys.
Yeah.
Chase, that's his first start in the game. What are some of the things that you'll look to build on as you guys look toward the final two matches, especially with Austin being a game that at least the supporters is quite important this weekend?
No, it's important for the supporters, our fans, which are critically important to us. And again, my focus, John, as you've known, has been very centered around the players and the team. But I'm very cognizant of the idea that it's Houston, it's Austin, it's us, and we have an opportunity there. I don't know that like anything is going to change in terms of how we approach Austin. We're going to approach them the same way that we approach these games. And if you saw all of these games, we were out there to win these games, man. And we're winning these games. We were winning these games. We were fighting in these games. We lost in a moment. So whether it was a call, or whether it was a call that I made, or it was a call that, we didn't make on the field, those were all the moments that separated it. But at the end of the day, the team has been like fighting for all of these moments, 100%. Regarding Austin, they're going to give us a great match. We're going to give them a great match back. We talk about teams that are out of the playoffs, and the easy thing to do is say you guys are going to be spoilers for these other teams. And I kind of think that's disrespectful to professional athletes, because they go out there to win games and they go out there to compete. They don't go out there and go like, hey, we just spoiled somebody else's season. I don't know why people say that. I don't even understand that. Why do people think that professional athletes go out there and say, hey, I get to go spoil somebody else's season? They go out there to compete, So I know that wasn't your question, John, but I'm saying these guys go out to compete. If they didn't, then they wouldn't be out there competing tonight. They wouldn't have been out there competing the night before. They wouldn't have been out there competing, mathematically. We've talked about that 2 or 3 games ago. Like I said, they're not doing it for me. They're doing it because they're professionals. They like to compete. They want to compete. They want to win. They're not doing it to spoil San Jose's season or to muck up LAFC versus Minnesota. They go out there to play because they're professionals. I think they deserve that respect, So anyway, that might not have been your question, John, but I went on a tangent there. You're a good writer, though. I know you can fix it.
One thing we did was some moments that came through tonight that you enjoyed, some things that you could build on.
Goals again, we're scoring goals. We're aggressive. We're attacking teams. We like that. Again, a lot of defensively sound moments. The stuff takes time. you know. But look, at the end of the day, I didn't see anybody like miss around. I didn't see anybody miss around or miss a opportunity to do their job or do their task. So what I keep telling them is if that's how you carry on with your career, you're going to be fine.
One more thing, Marco.
Yeah, man.
Players getting a chance to compete. I'm not sure how aware yourself and the team are of the support-led Copa Tejas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't come with Dungarvan necessarily, but Matt Hedges or Alex Spring's going to have the chance to lift the cup on the field on Saturday. I mean, does that give any motivation for yourself and the team?
Look, absolutely. I mean, these guys are driven to win trophies in whatever form, 100%. They're also very aware of the trophies and the big trophies that they're gunning for all the time. We're in a unique position now in Texas, and as a Texas boy, I can sit here and go like, when we're talking about a Texas trophy, I'm like, wow, man, like, look, I grew up with the San Antonio Thunder that moved to Hawaii, and I was like, this team's moving to Hawaii, what the, yeah, I'm like, that's crazy, but that part's beautiful, and you know, in terms of the fans, fantastic, and in terms of the team, we're gonna follow through. We're gonna fight, you know, and everyone wants to lift a trophy. We've lifted trophies in the preseason, you know, with some armadillo cups, if you remember, back in Austin. Potentially one of the most hideous trophies that was ever formed by whatever, but fantastic, you know, the idea of it, you know, and now here's the next generation is that it came to be that, you know, 3 teams here in Texas and we're all fighting for something. And I think that's fantastic. You know, I think it's great. They'll want to fight for it. They're going to go fight for it. They're going to want to win something and raise something. They feel the fans. Trust me. And trust me, when we hear from the stadium, not so good, coach, or not so good, whatever, we hear it, we feel it, and we try to do better. 100%. So we'll try to look. What we want to do is be our best, win that game. If that delivers a trophy, everyone's happy, right?
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Marco. We have Matt Hedges waiting outside right now.
Good.
Appreciate you.